In every market, someone makes a million.
Someone misses it.
It's not just about luck, it is about insights.
Welcome to Millionaire Whisperer.
Alright, welcome everyone to our Millionaire Whisperer channel.
Yes.
We are going to be talking about the Core Central Region launches in the year 2026. If you have missed our previous OCR video, 2026 is likely going to be more a OCR year. So in fact, starting the year in January, it will be Newport rolling out.
Yes, Newport, alright. So this is going to be one of the most exciting highlights in this area. Why? Because it is freehold. Because for the longest time, we don't really have a freehold development in the Core Central region.
You know, I used to work in this place. It was the former Fuji Xerox Tower.
Joe, just curious, what did you used to work last time?
Oh yes, I was in the financial services industry, and
Yeah.
in fact, I remember my office, right, will have sweeping views of the sea, really, for real. So in fact, when I was used to be in this area and I went to our Toa Payoh office, right, to be honest, I had depression for a while because I used to have sea view and then I was surrounded by concrete. Yeah.
Yes.
So just a little bit more about ourselves. All right, back to property.
Yeah. So this is 5 minutes walk to Tanjong Pagar MRT and also to our future Prince Edward Circle Line. Okay, and then down here, why investors flocking into this area is because of the high rental yield. So if you were to look at how one burner has been renting out now, it probably hits a 2-bedroom hits about almost $7 to $8 per square feet. If you look at Skysway at Anson, they're hitting almost about $8 to $9 per square feet. So very good cash cow for those that's looking for future gain, that's looking to invest long term. Okay, and you are literally just beside the Greater Southern waterfront. So can you imagine staying there and 5 to 6 years, the value of property just increase as the transformation progress. Okay, this project will yield a total of 246 units. Johor, I wish that this is a bigger development. Okay, it's within 1 kilometer to Cantonment Primary School. Layout is like
A pizza.
pizza.
No lah, not all lah, but there
Okay.
are some of the floor plan layout, they are like a
Yes.
pizza. So this is a sample of it.
Yes. Okay, and my slight concern is that there is a slight oversupply in this region.
Alright, so with this, we are giving a rating of...
Skip if you can.
Alright, so let me give the disclaimer why we are giving it only 2 stars.
Yes.
Must talk a bit softer. I scared the developer come after me. I think this is definitely a trophy product. I mean, if you want to be in Tanjong Pagar, it's definitely a fantastic location. Of course, some people may feel that it might be a little stressful to stay among the concrete jungles, though you may have a beautiful sea view. And in order to take advantage of the full transformation in this Greater Southern waterfront, it makes sense that you enter a freehold property. But to me, check out just this building. It looks absolutely like a piece of art. It is more like a trophy product to tell the world, come on, I own the world and I'm living on top of it. It is not really the right product to build up capital. So what's your take?
Yes, okay. So for myself, I feel that with the price that I'll be entering, I feel that there will be better options. There's other projects that is a bit more like a mass market type of property that has the school, that has the MRT, that also has the school factor, which I feel
You're
that
the neighborhood
will be,
boy, right?
Yes, correct. Which I feel that it will be. I will prefer that kind of options. Yeah.
Alright, so moving along, in the month of February, there is going to be another exciting development. This time round, it is River Modern by Graco Land.
Yeah, so Joe, share with us a little bit more. Why do you choose Martin Modern? For some of us, we know that you bought Martin Modern. Just share with us what's your take towards. Why do you choose to buy a property in River Valley?
Oh, okay, because I'm the atas sikit person. No, because I really like the vibes in the whole Person Key.
Okay.
I like the layout, I like the whole building facade of Martin Modern. And of course, at that point of time, we already know that Riviera is going to be upcoming, though we do not know the land bid. We know that definitely it's going to be sold higher, and I know by entering Martin Modern at that point of time, it will give me good upside. And no doubt, I have said goodbye to my favorite Martin Modern. It has given me enough capital to ultimately enter landed. So today we want to understand more about this Core Central River Modern. Would it be a correct property for you to build up your capital?
Yes, correct. So just some rapid fact about this project. Total of 475 units, and it's really a stone throw to Great Way MRT. Alright, so I think why people go into this area is really because of the rental. So if you look at how Riviera has been doing in terms of the rental, the 2-bedroom probably hit almost about 6,000 to 7,000, and the 3-bedroom there has been traded almost up to 8,000 to 9,000. So this is really a good place for rental. Yeah, and not only just that, but within 1 kilometer, you still have the light of your school, which is our River Valley Primary School. And so this is a place that you get also very nice river view, nice city view. Yes, and of course, there's just a slight downside. this is a leasehold, and the question is, do you think there will be an oversupply in this area?
I think the big questions that many audience out there have, especially with the launches of River Green, your Zion Grand, your Promenade Peak, your Robinson Offers, so on and so forth, right? There seems to be so many developments here already in the River Valley. So is there really an oversupply, and if there is still upside for us? So I think one of the key things that we need to look at, first of all, not everything is considered District 9. So River Modern is one of the rare ones that you have the prestigious District 9 address. Alright, so if we take a look at the fate of the two new TOP properties in this area, which is your Martin Modern and Irwell, you will notice that the unit mix, right, will actually make a very big difference to the kind of profits that the owners are making. If we take a closer look at Martin Modern, it is made up of only 2 to 4 beds, and there is a more heavy weightage, right, actually on 3 beds. But if we will take a look at Irwell, it is actually made up of 1 all the way to 3 bed, and there is a very heavy weightage, right, on the 1 and 2 bed, which made up more than 80%. So if we were to go into a development like this, it will be recommended to go into a place with more units of 3 and 4 bed. Which with the information that we have, which can't be released to public, we are likely looking at about 40% dedicated to 3 bed in River Modern, and about 15% of 4 bed in River Modern. So which is a good kind of unit mix that we are looking for. So with this, for River Modern, we are going to be giving 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 stars! Yes.
Alright, so we're going to be giving it 4. Okay, so moving along, we are going to the next piece, which this is actually at Dunearn. It has been quite a long time since we have a launch in this stretch, and of course this is like the school zone where everybody's after it. This is also the area of transformation to the whole Turf City. In fact, there are like so many meters for it.
So 9 meters in total, Joe.
Correct. So let's give you some quick facts on this.
Yes, okay. So this plot of land is bought at 1410 PSF per plot ratio. Estimated per price 2372, and if you after factoring the 20% profit and harmonization, we are expecting to launch at 3012 PSF.
Okay, so for MRT wise, is quite acceptable distance. It's about 520 meters, which some sources translate it to about a 12 minutes walk. Seems quite long, although it's like 500 meters.
Yeah.
And then it is a 99-year property, 370 units. Maybe we are likely going to have a good view of the landed in front if they tilt it correctly. And then the only thing that is a slight question mark is that it may not actually be within 1 kilometer of Methodist Girls Primary School. So, okay, let's take a look at the precedence of some of the properties in this area which DOP not too long ago, specifically Royal Green and 4th Avenue.
Yes, correct. So if you look at Royal Green, you realize that they actually put a lot of weightage on the smaller units. And not only just that, but you look at the entry price. Back in 2020, people has already paid almost up to 2007 to 2008, which is a very high price back then.
That's the price to pay if you actually want freehold.
Yes.
Yeah, so it really didn't perform as well.
Because most of the units here are 1 and 2 bedder. You must understand, people who live in Bukit Timah, what do they want? What are they actually looking for? They are looking for space. They are looking for big units, right? That's why, because of this, 4th Avenue did not perform well, because they have too many of smaller units.
I guess saving grace is if you were to take a look closer at the 3 bed over here, it is a decent return. So hopefully this developer, they dedicate more units to at least a 3 bed, and I think there will be people who want to buy for long-term stay. Okay, and interestingly, this piece, right, is not the only GLS that's going to be launched here. In fact, almost next to it, there's going to be a Mix D that's going to be upcoming. That piece of land is not launched yet, but given that that piece is going to be Mix D, we expect it to be selling even higher. So as such, I'm not surprised why so many developers were after this piece of land. Alright, so with this, the star rating that we are going to give will be
2 and 3.
Wow, you are getting very stingy, yeah. Okay, explain.
Yes, because and for me, when I buy a property, I always look at the condo that has gone before me. So after looking at how 4th Avenue and Royal Green perform, it doesn't give me a strong conviction that I should put my money into this area.
I think mainly for me is because I prefer that it is a bigger piece of land. 370 is a so-so number to me, so I'm not too excited about it. Alright. So now let's moving along. We have already touched on this piece, which is the Dunearn Mix D. We do not have much info about this as yet. The land is not being bid yet. It is going to bring about probably 335 units over here, and we will probably have more information about this the next time we meet you.
Yep. Okay, so moving on, right now we are going close to Takashimaya area. We are really going to the core of the CCR. Okay, so now we are going to review this Leonie Residence.
Alright, this is actually by Far East. In fact, I remember long ago, right, I went into the former show flat, which was shaped totally like a Ferrari. They actually planned to build like this development, right, which is called Farah, and then they scrape the whole idea, and you know, only Far East can do that. And today they're going to relaunch this as One Leonie Residence. One Leonie Residence is only going to be 103 years, so key question is, will this development do well? It is going to be a huge floor plate one. There's only going to be 37 units. Honestly, I'm not too excited about this. I mean, if we look at the nearby OUE Twin Peak, which is a 99-year property, the development is really beautiful. The rental yield is fantastic, but unfortunately it didn't do as well as we really hope it to be. And if we will take a look at New Futura, it's a bit mixed. The big floor plate, which is the 4-bed, tend to be a bit well received. But if you talk about the 2-bed, the profits is not that exciting. But New Futura is a freehold land, whereas this one is actually a 99-year land. So for this, we are giving a rating of
1 star.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
Yes.
sorry.
Yes.
I'm so sorry, Far East. Okay, I mean, the way we gauge a property, right, is all about if you buy this today, number one, would it be easy to exit if you choose to exit 4 to 5 years down the road? Number two, if you buy a property today, would you be able to exit with decent return?
Yes.
Once again, this is a property, to me, it is almost like, hello, I have a great trophy here.
Yes.
It isn't a development that I would buy if I want to build up capital. This is my honest opinion. I think they're going to build it super luxurious, but if you are looking to build up your capital, obviously, this is the correct.
Okay. Alright, so moving forward into the CCR, right now we have this Bukit Timah Road. This is one of the highly sought after area because why? It's just directly beside the Newton MRT station. So the last launch before that was Pullman and Copa. Okay, so if you look at how much this HS investment, how they have bid this land for, they have bid at 1820 PSF per plot ratio. So if you translate that, the launching price, we are looking between 3,004 to 3,006 per square feet. Okay, so this development will yield a total of 340 units. It's within 1 kilometer to ACS Primary, and it's so close to the MRT. And this is going to be a leasehold project. Yeah. So let's look at how the condos in this area perform. So if you look at Copa, alright, you realize that averagely they grow about 3.22%. But if you look at the 3 and 4 bedder, they perform much better. If you look at the growth, it hit almost up to about 5%. Yeah, so it shows one thing. What we want to reinforce to all the audience out there is that when you are in this prime location, focus on the big unit because that's where the organic demand is going towards.
That's right. But interestingly, actually, there are clients who have bought Perfectem from us, which is actually a freehold development, maybe a slight distance away from the MRT, but you get a freehold, very luxurious looking property. If you're on the lookout for a property in this area, you may also want to take a look at some of the newly TOP freehold ones, which I feel they are still of great value at this point in time, but unfortunately, you don't really have a lot of sellers. The development is really beautiful. Okay, so coming back to this, what rating are we going to give for this? My rating for this is
3 stars. Yes, Joe, we are alive again.
Okay, so why am I giving 3? Because at the land price that they're bidding, this piece is really not going to be cheap. But of course, you are at Bukit Timah, you have to pay Bukit Timah prices for it. So maybe it is because your son is going to go to the school over here, you must get a piece over here, or you simply love the idea of staying next to Newton MRT, or you like the idea of the huge transformations that's going to happen in this area, and you want a trophy product. I think you can still take a look at this development. So with this, we have come to the end of the 2026 Call Central launches. Do give us a like
and subscribe.